Hello, everybody. Today I have Mr. Howard here, and he's still my baby kitten. You can tell that he has grown a lot. He's probably 5 or 6 months old. He really wants down because he wants to go play with his brother. And I just want to show you how cute he is. So we are going to clean his little bed today. Okay, Mr. Howard, you can go. Okay, so we're gonna clean Mr. Howard's bed. So his pillow is in the washing machine, and then I'm gonna put it in the dryer, and then I hope that all works out. But the little tag on it said that to do like hand wash only. How do you hand wash a floppy cat bed? I don't know. So I'm gonna try this, and you guys tell me what you think. Today our essential oil that we're gonna use for cleaning is called Purify Cleansing Blend, and this is not for internal consumption. So we would diffuse this into our air for cleaning the air and environment. And you can put it in cleaning. We're going to put it in just some hot bucket of water, right? And yeah, I put it in my laundry a lot. I just kind of stick it in a little soap dispenser and then put some soap in over top of it. But what this has in it is essential oils of lemon, Siberian fir, citronella, lime, melaleuca, tea tree oil, and cilantro. So it smells very like clean and fresh, like almost like pine sol, but actually a real plant extracts. So it's not chemical smell at all, but just has that kind of like that you smell it and it smells clean. And it's probably the Siberian fir that I'm smelling. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a few drops of this into my cleaning water or my hot water that I just told you about. Just put the lid on nice and tight. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna use the little sticky roller thing to kind of get some of the bulk off. And that should do a pretty good job. I was not planning on doing this today, but that is my life. I do a lot of things that I do not plan on doing. I sometimes kind of envy those people that like have their life planned like to the hour, to the minute. I've gotten as far as a to-do list, which usually will take me through multiple days. So I've kind of, so I got what I could get with this. The next thing I'm going to do is this is an upholstery mitt. Gosh, where did I get this? Oh, it's H2O at home. So if you know an H2O representative, you'll be helping a small business, basically a one-man show. That's what we are. We have kind of we represent a product. This is about the smallest business you can get. So you're supporting a family, and a lot of times you're supporting a parent, usually a mom, that is staying home with their kids or supplementing income so they could support special needs children, or maybe their husband can't work, or anyway, you get the point. Supporting small businesses. And we're going to put this in the water. So I'm just going to put this in the water. You don't have to, these are not designed like for essential oils. They are designed to just simply use in water, but I'm an essential oils person. So of course I'm going to use my essential oils with it, but it's designed to like grab stuff off of upholstery. I've used this on my my Honda Pilot has fabric seats, and the previous owners had small children, and then I have boys, so you get me, right? So these is like fibers that grab stuff, and also even if there's like liquids that is kind of dried into something, it helps with that. So I've used this a lot. I've used it on my carpet. I'm gonna try it today on Mr. Howard's bed. So I'm gonna start on the outside first, and then go to the inside. So it's mostly just really hairy, and I'm like, I want to get kind of some of this hair off and kind of just do a little, like, I'm not trying to live in a sanitary world because that's just not possible. I'm all for natural herd immunity and, you know, our immune systems and everything. But it's nice to kind of keep things kind of fresh so they don't look gross and smell gross. I like things that smell good. And this is pulling a lot of Mr. Howard's fur. That's the other side. You can kind of see this was already just kind of like, you could tell I've used it before. But now at least you can see like the clean side and the furry side. And what I'll do is I'll kind of clean it off in the wash bucket again. I needed to come up for air, actually, more of a release of that CO2. When I breathe out CO2, I feel good about it because I am feeding the plants food. Plants need CO2. Then they return the favor, and the CO2 I give them, and they give me oxygen back. Oxygen, I have discovered lately, is one of my favoriteest things. I'm sorry. Mr. Howard was distracting me with his eating. Okay. It was really hard to catch him so I could show you guys Mr. Howard. I am, and kind of rinse this off a little bit in the water really quick. You know, I am not normally this jibber-jabbery. As a person, I'm not normally like this, but I do know that when it comes to watching a video, nobody wants to listen to dead air. I mean, I hope that dead air is not better than listening to me, but we're not going to think about that, okay? So, alright, so we got the fur off, mostly. But it's nice that it grabs it. And also the, you know, the Purify Essential Oil water is kind of getting on things and killing any smelly stuff. Okay, now I'm going to do the bottom of this. And then what I'm going to do, feels gross on my hand in there. Does need washed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this air dry. If the sun came out, that would be nice because the UV rays would also help kill anything that we just don't need around anymore. Let's see. So, I think that's pretty good. Now I am going to, you can see, all that fur. Mr. Howard's fur. And I'm not going to rinse this yet. I am going to keep at this. Alright. So it's probably worse on the inside because that is where the critter likes to snuggle. Yes. He likes to snuggle in there. And oh man. Yeah. There's a lot of fur coming out of there. Ooh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at all that fur coming off. It says better out than in, right? All right. So there's the fur side and there's the clean side still. At some point it stops getting grabby, and that's when you need to clean it off. So I think I'll do that. So while I'm trying my best to be jibber-jabbery so as not to have boring dead space air, what I was going to do today is tidy and organize in my basement, which I'm still planning on going down there to do that. Now I'm wondering if I'm doing avoidance behavior. I call things avoidance behavior when I do other things, even if they're not fun, even if they're gross, because of the fact that subconsciously I'm trying to avoid the other thing. So this might be avoidance behavior, but guess what? I can be productive while avoiding other things. Alright, so I kind of did like a little washy wash, so you can kind of see it now, and that's the clean side. And I'm going to go, yeah, that one side looks pretty good. I don't know if this is going to work, but this side here, is the side I just did. And if you can see the back, that's the back. That's the side I'm going to do next. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to kind of situate. Maybe I'll turn the camera down a little bit. That probably will actually be more helpful. So I'm just kind of brushing this around. Swiping it. Oh yeah. I was going to tell you guys more about the Purify Essential Oil cleansing blend. So obviously really good for cleaning things, whether it be for viral reasons or bacterial reasons. Yeah, we're getting some good solid work on here. It is good for allergies. So if you have allergies, it's helpful for that. And the cilantro in the Purify oil is probably what helps it to be responsible for helping people with allergies. So diffusing this into your air, especially like I live in Washington State, so a lot of people here have mold or black mold or just molds in general, pollen, just yucky stuff that just is not helpful. And so this would be good to diffuse into your air. And let's see, antibacterial. Bug bites. You could put a drop onto your skin for bug bites to help for itching type stuff. It's a good deodorant. You literally can just put it under your arms. I do need to wash this now. It's hard to do two things at once sometimes, which is explaining and talking at the same time. Mice do not like this, so it's going to be like a more kind of a repelling type of situation. This is gentle on your skin, so it's not going to like be aggravating. Let's see. If you get stung, like stung by a bee, I would put this on there. What else do we have? Yeah, that's mostly what I wanted to tell you that I don't think the FDA would freak out about. So there's other things I'm not saying. Gotta keep it friendly. Alright, so I'm just kind of cleaning this and picking some of the hair off. Oh, now my clean side is getting hairy because of just tucking it in the water. Dunking it rather. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean for this video to be this big or this long. Okay, so I'm going to show you with that. I mean, it's not like perfect. I'm not trying to go for perfect, but that's what it looks like now. So that was the first side. That's the second side. And that is the next side, which looks a lot like what the back looked like, if you remember. Alright, so I'm going to try to just really dig in to get this done. And yes, I could flip it over to start using the other side that I've been calling the clean side. But I just thought we'd just try to keep a side clean for video purposes. But now I'm going to use it. Okay, so that's my dirty side. That's the clean side. My hand is all furry. And I'm going to use the clean side now. Alright. Now I'm just going to kind of try and dig into some of the corners and edging. And what I'll do is I'll do this again after winter, kind of doing the top part. Okay, I'm pretty much done. Like I don't need to keep going. So, dirty side, clean side. That was pretty good. I really liked that. And now, because some people have these like inside their house, and so they want to keep the inside of their own house, neat and tidy and not looking, gross and whatever. So this would be a good way to do that. I think I'm liking it. So the other thing is that after I set it out to dry and everything, I mean, it's already starting to look dry. this is kind of the, now you can kind of see the wet and dryness together. So it's starting to dry out. The bottom's still wet. But anyway, so I'm gonna put this out to dry, maybe hang it out to dry. And then after it's all done, and I'm kind of put, where did my, oh, there it is. After it's all dry, focus, Jennifer. After it's all dry, well, I'm gonna take this dirty sticky part off and use a fresh sticky. I'm gonna do the sticky again and call it good and give it back to Mr. Howard to sleep in again. So I hope that helps. Again, Purify is not labeled for internal use. I have had a family member use it internally, and you know, nothing bad happened. So I just wanted to say that, but it's not labeled for that. I'm not recommending it for that. And it smells fresh. I'm going to leave a link below so you guys can get one of these if you want. I think I have hair in my mouth. So you can get one below, and there is 2 ways to purchase: retail or wholesale. I always recommend wholesale because that just seems smart to me. And no, it doesn't mean like you have to become a rep and talk to anybody about this at all. You could just use it for yourself. And yeah, that's about all I have to say. Just remember, you guys, essential oils are not weird if they work.